Hello all, welcome to the Universal Group of Institution Bangalore, the US-Bangladesh political dynamics. So today we will be discussing the ongoing relationship between US and Bangladesh and what implication will it put on India. Today we are diving into the recent developments in Bangladesh and the potential role of United States in shaping the country's political landscape. Could the US be pulling the string behind the scene, or it's just our speculation? Do you really think that US is pulling the string behind the screen, or it's just our imagination? Let's explore. Here's a question to start with. Why is Bangladesh important to the US, and why should India care about its happening? Recently, we have seen that Bangladesh interim leader Mohammad Yunus met with US President Joe Biden, affirming a close partnership between the two nations. But this meeting has sparked speculations about the ongoing role of the US in Bangladesh political landscape. Some even suggest that the US had a hand in recent coup that led to the ousting of the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Do you think that US is involved in the political dynamics of Bangladesh? Let's take a look at the situation. Hasina claimed that the US pressured her to allow an air base on Bangladeshi soil, offering her a hassle-free re-election in return. When she refused, a coup followed, forcing her to flee to India. The US government has firmly denied any involvement in the coup, with the White House dismissing the accusation as simply false. But with Bill Clinton's historical ties to Yunus, so we have seen that Bill Clinton has a historical tie with Yunus and the Nobel Prize support. Some even wonder if the US has deeper interest at play. So why is Bangladesh important to US now that becomes important? Here's where it gets interesting. The US Naval Institute points out that Bangladesh is strategically positioned in the Bay of Bengal. This makes it a potential military foothold for US. So it becomes a possible military foothold for the US, especially in countering China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. How would Bangladesh help the US in its strategic goals? By cooperating with its Bangladesh Navy, the US Navy could use Bangladesh Naval Base to monitor Chinese projects. So if there is a cooperation between Bangladesh and US, then in that case they can counter China's presence and China's projects can be monitored and even block China's shipments through the Malacca Strait during any potential conflict. So if there is a conflict going on, then they can block the strait there. In addition, Bangladesh deep sea port at Matarbari, built with Japanese assistance, could serve as a logistic hub for the US Navy. So there is a deep sea port of Matarbari built at Bangladesh that can also help deepening the relation and countering the China factor. This could provide a strategic advantage for the US against China in this region. Now we will see how it is going to impact India, and there is a shift in the dynamics. Now let's bring this back to India. With Sheikh Hasina ouster, India has lost a key ally. Hasina has played a crucial role in strengthening India-Bangladesh relations, particularly in countering terrorism. But now, with her gone, the political instability in Bangladesh raises concern for India's national security, which is a natural concern. What challenges do you think India faces with the new leadership in Bangladesh? Here are the key concerns for India. Loss of trusted ally. Hasina's government was instrumental in securing bilateral trade and security cooperation. With her departure, India faces the challenges of rebuilding ties with a new leadership that may not be as cooperative. Western scrutiny. India's support for Hasina has drawn criticism from the US and the Western allies, as Hasina's government was seen as increasingly autocratic. India may face backlash for backing an unpopular leader. Risk of alignment with China or Pakistan. With political turmoil in Bangladesh, China and Pakistan may try to exploit the situation to pull Bangladesh away from India's influence. India needs to be proactive in managing these shift dynamics. Now, how can India navigate this new reality in Bangladesh? Let's talk about how India can manage the situation. Support but diversify. India should back its allies but not depend solely on Hasina. Engage with the new leadership to maintain ties. Counter external influences. Work with partners like the US, UK and the Europe to prevent Pakistan and China from gaining influence during Bangladesh transition. Move past 1971.
भाइयों और बहनों, पिछले दफे जब इसी जगह मैं आपके सामने खड़ी थी, वो इसलिए नहीं है कि उनको केवल ये परवाह है कि पाकिस्तान में क्या हो रहा है, शायद वो भी हो सकता है.
Understand that not all Bangladeshis align with India's view of the 1971 liberation war. So we have to let go the past. We have to let go the 1971 liberation wars and the thoughts about it. Adapt foreign policy accordingly. Respect sovereignty. Recognize Bangladesh political agency and adjust India's strategy to engage with its evolving leaders. So in conclusion, the situation in Bangladesh is a complex and evolving one. With the US has denied involvement in the coup, the Bangladesh strategic values cannot be ignored. For India, this marks the beginning of a new geopolitical challenge. India must now engage with the new government in Dhaka while being mindful of the increasing influence of China and Pakistan in the region. Thanks for joining today's discussion. Stay tuned for more updates on global issues and how they affect us. That's all for now. Stay tuned with us.